Dude started that hip hop, so y'all gotta know who this is.
You know, what I noticed is that the best part of the record was always a part where the drummer did a solo, but the drummer did a solo for like 10 seconds. So how I came up with this whole DJ science is out of frustration, because I would say to myself, how the fuck could the best part of the record be only 10 seconds where the drummer did a solo? So I tried picking up the needle and repeating it, and I found that, you know, if you look at the groove of a record, it's millions of grooves, so the chances of you picking an arm up and putting it back down and getting in that same spot is almost impossible. So I had to figure out a science on how I could get back to the top of the break with never having to pick the arm up. So I took all my young teenage years and I just went into what I call my quick mix theory science. And that's when I figured out that in order for you to get back to the top of the record, you had to actually find a way to stop the vinyl and count the revolutions backwards. And if you count the revolutions backwards and you do it mathematically, you'll end up at the top of the break. Once I figured that out, then it was a matter of getting 2 copies of the record. And once I got duplicate copies of the record, right, my next problem was when I bought the turntable, it come with that nasty rubber piece, and that rubber causes friction. So what I did was, my mom was a seamstress, God bless her soul, because she's passed away, so I knew about materials. So I remember in grade school, we used to have this stuff called felt, that we used to make letters and block letters and shit out of. So I figured, let me go to the material store and try silk, polyester, all that, and I tried the felt. So what I did was I took an album with me and I cut the felt the same size as the album. And when my mom wasn't looking, I sprayed spray starch on it and I turned the iron all the way up to hot, and I would press the felt until it became like a wafer. So now I could put the wafer on top of the platter and put the record on top of the felt, spin it back while the platter went clockwise. I spun it back counterclockwise and I was able to throw it. So now I could take a drum beat that was 10 seconds and make it 10 minutes without you knowing it. When I first did this science, people were looking at me like I was some kind of idiot. I was disrespected. I was known for ruining records. He makes these noises with records, like why does he do what he does? When I gave outdoor block parties, you know, I figured if I played the drums to the best rock record, the jazz record, the blues record, the funk record, the R&B record, if I played just the drum part, I may have the whole fucking park rocking. Motherfuckers was pushing past the rope trying to figure out what it was that I was doing. And I never forget the first time when I did it. When I went home, I fucking cried for a week because I said to myself, nobody would dance to this science. So it took 4 years for me to figure out that the drum beat needed vocal entertainment. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically how the science started. I called the quick mix theory. I called the sound the zucka zucka. Then it got new names like scratch and this and that and that and that and that. But for a long time, man, people thought I was idiots. But guess what? I got about 40 million idiots on planet Earth that do it just like me. So never in my wildest dreams did I think that this science that I, you know, created and developed will come to where it is. And never in my wildest dreams did I think I would be sitting here with, you know, A-Born and MJG doing a song in honor of the DJs, because a lot of people, they forget, you know, hip-hop was created by a DJ. You know what I mean? And a lot of the people, a lot of the kids that's gonna come way after I'm gone need to know that. So rappers doing songs like this is really, really important. It's really, really important because we all got to die. We all got to pass away. We got to pass the knowledge on to the next generation. You know what I mean? So this song here is like passing the song on to the next generation. So I had to make it a point to be here. It's all good. Grandmaster Flash, scientist in the mix. I'm out.
Man, I hope y'all got that. I hope you had your pen and your pad out, or your recorder, or whatever you use. Man, it's history.
It's history. I'm gonna tell you this. When I was 13, back in like 1995, see, folks was jacking off one way. I didn't know it was a science to it. Put my lotion in the microwave. And never did I know to this day 13 years later, I have 40 million idiots out here jacking off, putting their lotion in the microwave.